Rudy, do me a favor. Rudy, come on this way. Let me start blasting out and stuff. You can just kind of hold it on the side for now. Let me share the video.
I want to be there for Nabi. It's always I want save power. Oh, because I guess the screen. That's what I'm doing. Ready to say hi?
What's it?
Ready to say hi?
Good night, good night, good night. You know, it's proper business. We're here every Thursday night. Not here, but we're here tonight. Every Thursday night at midnight where we chat about things. You already know how it goes. We are here to chat about things tonight at Prestige Lounge. They're open on Friday and Saturday. I'll tell you more about it later. We're getting set up. Make sure you share the video. Get relaxed. Get a little drink. You know how that goes already.
So, and you didn't bring the stand. And you didn't bring the stand.
Sasha, big up yourself. Denise, big up yourself. Shanice, big up yourself. Thank you everybody who's tuning in. Make sure you share the video in the meantime, in between time. Let me know if you can hear me okay. We got more people coming. They're going to be trickling in one by one.
Your phone is killing me now.
Diamond, big up yourself. What's up? As you can see, take a look. As you guys can see, listen. I sent her an invite and she showed up. Big up yourself. Let me make sure they can see you. I want to make sure they can see you. Hold on. Yes. Star, big up yourself. Thank you so much. And your friend is? Vic. Vic, big up yourself. Thank you so much. The owner, Alan's in the building. Now, let me tell you guys something. I'm going to have to hold my camera so you guys can see me. All right, so I'm going to turn it this way for a little bit. It's going to let me turn it? Let me know if you guys can still... Oh, I can't turn it. All right, anyways. All right, so I'm here every Thursday night where we chat up. I think this is the proper link up. We are here where we do this every night. We just have good conversation. You know how that goes. Now, my phone keeps going to sleep. I wish it would stop doing that. So let me tell you guys something. Tonight, I decided to do something a little bit different. Let me see if hold on. I got to get this thing to stay live for me. So we're doing something a little bit different. I decided to do an open forum talk session where we just kind of, voice our opinion on a couple of things. Shalina, big up yourself. Marvella, big up yourself. Unruly, big up yourself. Thank you so much for saying, hold on, you know what? Let me get my little stand and stop playing. Let me get my stand because my phone is sharing to the live. And I want to be able to see y'all. All right, hold on. Let me know. All right. Now, if the screen go dim, like I said, I'm sharing my screen on this thing. All right. Make sure y'all share the video. Don't be shy. We're here to have a good time. We're here to talk the truth, speak our mind, talk about a couple of things that people might be a little shy to talk about, which I'm not shy to talk about because, it's 2018. I may not be into everything and what's going on, but why not? Let's talk about it. It exists, right? So one of the things I want to talk about is this. First, big up GMB, big up Upper Level. Big up everybody who tunes in every single night and stays. As you guys see, I was on time this week. I was only like 4 minutes late. And let me show you my facilities. So you see that we're real legit in here tonight. And I really appreciate the hospitality from Prestige Lounge. Believe me, 3565 Northwest 60th Street, Miami, Florida. That's where we're at. Every Friday and Saturday, they have something right here, and I'll give you more information about that in just a minute. So I appreciate you guys staying up and listening to us. So now, let me kind of get it started. Satin, big up yourself. Shug, big up yourself. Everybody who's tuned in, thank you so much for your support. Now, one of the first things I'm going to talk about is, I don't know if you guys are aware of what's going on in South Florida, but the STD rate is ridiculous, right? And I don't know how much we're putting it into perspective, but I kind of wanted to take an opportunity and kind of talk about it a little bit. So let me give you some statistics about what I found on these STD rates. And I want y'all to tell me, because everybody who I hear talk about sex, they don't want to wear no condom, right? Nobody wants to wear a condom nowadays. They want to feel it. They want to feel what it feels like. Nobody wants to wear a condom. But let me run some numbers by you, right? So you have 20 million new sexually transmitted diseases occur each year, with half of them among people between 15 and 24. 15 and 24. 1 out of every 4 sexually active females have an STD. 1 in 4. There's more cases of syphilis were reported on females between the ages of 20 and 29. More than any other age group in Florida. And approximately 23% of all new HIV diagnoses are among the young people between 13 and 24. HIV between 13 and 24? 13 and 24? I wasn't even thinking about sex at 13. I don't even think I mean, honestly, when I really think about it, I don't think I was really thinking about sex. I mean, I know it's a new day and time and I'm ancient. I'm a dinosaur. I get all of that. But at 13, I wasn't thinking about sex like that. So now the highest HIV rate is between ages of 13 and 24. That's madness. Let me run a couple more numbers by you because I'm trying to make y'all aware. All this screwing y'all doing, y'all need to just wear some protection. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to make you aware of what's really going on. Hold on now. Let me run some more numbers by you. Now, 3 out of every 4 reported STD cases in Florida are between 15 and 29. So that's the people y'all screwing right now. Between that age, 15 and 29, 58% of the reported STD cases in Florida were under 25. 58% under 25. Now, I hope y'all paying attention, honestly, because it's serious. And South Florida has one of the highest rates of STDs and HIV right now. It's crazy. So this brings me to the topic of sex, monogamy, and cheating. My nephew, Nico, because he doesn't like when I call him my nephew. Nico messaged me and said, Auntie, because that's what you said, why don't women admit to cheating? And my response was, why would they admit to it? He said he had a young lady say to him, she cheated, so what? She just never got caught. I said, well, she admitted to you. She told you she did it. She admitted to you. Now, does she need to put it on a billboard? No. For what? Because it is obvious, probably today, women are better cheaters than men. It's obvious. And the reason for that is why? He said because they're lazy. They're lazy because they're not willing to, I guess, clean up after themselves when they, make that one phone call or, leave, get all freaky and leave the drawers in the car and that type of thing. I think it's a combination of laziness, but I think overall women over time have learned from men and become more savage and a little more tactful and have a little more, let's say, organization, hence why they are able to do so and maybe get away with it. Now, I want your thoughts. You can give me a call, 786-490-7262. I'm going to put the number in chat. Now, I have a couple people in the audience. Some are going to you're going to hear their voice. You're not going to see them. Some you'll see them. Star, big up yourself. Thank you so much. 786-490-7262. I want to hear your thoughts on that. Like, what do you think about that? Do you think women naturally are better cheaters? I think they are now overall. Anybody have any thoughts on that? Anybody want to give me their opinion on? Women are better.
Because they have more to lose than men do.
I like that. I like that. Did you hear her? She said women are better because they have more to lose than men do. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
When a man cheats, it's expected.
Right.
It's not that big a deal. You should have expected it, and no big deal. When a woman cheats, anything the woman's done in her entire history with that man is now called into question, including children, going to the hair store.
I agree. That's a good point.
Now everything is like filled with that.
Right. I agree. Now let me ask you, Nico, you're the one that brought the topic up, so I'm going to come to you. I'm going to come to you. And I'm going to be a little mobile. If you don't want to be on camera, just wave your hand a little bit. Now, Nico, you're used to being on camera, and I was crying all day. Now, let me say this. I will be the first to admit to y'all. Hold on. And if you want to join in on the live, please send an invite. You can join in on the live. I'm all for it. I will admit something to y'all. I admitted it to Fat today. Fat, big up yourself, you're here. This is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I do my show. When I do my show, I have people who I know in front of me. It's nothing. The people who are on live, I can't see you. Right now, I have people who I don't know in front of me. It's a whole nother ball game. It's a whole nother ball game. So I bawled today. a couple of times, live in eye water. Like, yeah, the whole 9 yards. I had my baby consoling me in the whole 9 yards. Yeah, but I had to pull it together because this is something that I had to do to get over it, and I'm glad I did it. So big up yourself, Alan, Prestige, and everybody for giving me the opportunity to do that. Now, nephew, tell me, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like ladies have that. Again, like she said, a lot to lose. So again, just a little bit more tactful.
A little more tactful.
Yeah, like again, like careless or lazy or like oblivious or like I don't know, like lackadaisical.
Right.
Just the lack of emphasis or just the lack of caring. Like at that point, you make a decision like, yo, fuck it. Like, so I get caught, I get caught.
Right.
It's just the dynamics to it. It's all situations.
So why do you think men cheat overall, though? Because we talked about that too.
I mean, it's all different situations. I guess it's all situational, but I guess it all boils back down to like if something's not happy and it just can't be fixed.
But I don't think that's the reason. Not for men. Not for men. Nico, not for men.
I think
something wrong in a relationship, not for men.
I think it's more like a lot of men are just like opportunistic as well.
I agree.
It's like, quick access, so it's like a dabble, like,
right.
I get caught, all right, cool. Then a one text make it slip up,
right.
Conversation. So that kind of like more time than some probably be the situation, So
again,
a lot, like you said earlier, women are more emotionally attached to a sexual experience versus men. Men, we're just more like a physical, like, that's what it is.
Oh, I heard negative. Now, for those of you who are just tuning in, this is the proper link up. We're here every Thursday night at midnight. I'm here tonight at Prestige Lounge, this wonderful, beautiful location. Take a look. We are here. They keep something here every Friday and Saturday, and I'll give you all the information about that. It's at 3565 Northwest 60th Street, Miami, Florida. Beautiful, beautiful location. Now, if you're just now tuning in, we're talking about men and women cheating, and we kind of came to the conclusion that we all agree that women are better cheaters. But we now gone to the topic of why do we feel like men cheat? And Nico says he feels like, well, he started off by saying something was lacking, which I told him that was bullshit. But
please, it all. You can't do something without like it's a cause and effect or something. So
I agree.
It's all situational. I can't say like why every man's it's different.
I feel you. MJ, you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me your thoughts.
Because, like I have this conversation with friends, especially at work.
Right.
Why a lot of men cheat, and mostly a lot of men cheat because some say a lot say they want variety.
They want variety.
Yes, it's weird. But it's the truth. They say they want variety. And the reason why they say want variety is like sometimes this female, just something about this female that I want that you just don't have that I just want, but doesn't mean that I don't want you.
So you just want your cake and eat it too, basically.
Yeah.
That's what it really boils down to when you really think about it.
Honestly, all it is, they just I know for a fact that you, nothing wrong with you, but I think instead of having like pumpkin pie, I think I want some apple pie. So
you say you want variety.
Apple pie right quick, it was cool and all that, but pumpkin pie my favorite, so I'm gonna go back to the pumpkin pie. That's what I.
You crazy? Listen.
That's why I feel like.
Tease, big up yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tease said she wanted to talk about the STD rate in Florida. She said specifically in the dancehall community, it's very high. Well, what can we do to promote safer sex? There are many who have a disease, but the stigma is so high, they remain silent. Tease, they remain silent on a lot of things. And this is what this is about tonight. Let's talk about it. Big up yourself, Travis. What's up? Poochie, Fat, Star. I'm sorry, I forgot your name again. Vic. And others are in the building. Thank you so much. Now, listen, anybody else want to chime in on why they feel? Fat, I know you got something to say.
I think that because, most of the people in dancehall obviously are Caribbeaners. Like
right.
In the islands, people tend to not really use protection as much as people in the U.S. do.
I agree.
So I feel like they come over here and they're adapted to, that same kind of culture. Just freedom. My friend was telling me the other day, she has a son, and her son's like 18, he's 17 now. And she was saying that he's like having a lot of sex, and one of the things she was telling him, don't even try without it, because she's not gonna lie to him, it feels better without it.
Right.
So once you don't know that, like, you can't miss what you don't know.
Right, that's true.
And I feel as though that's the problem here is because there, like a lot of the people here, they have these stigmas. Like a lot of people, oh, she's fat, she ain't got shit.
Right.
You know, if you was fat, if you had something, then you lost weight already.
Right,
in their mind, like, you know,
something wrong with you, right?
Little points, like, and I think that's why there's so much unprotected mess-ups. But a lot of the younger girls, which the Islanders mess with, they're born Americans, so they have friends that are American. They have friends, like, they're basically multicultural.
Right.
So it's like, as much as they think, because they see them in these dancehall parties every night, that they can determine, okay, well, she just basically messing around in the circle. The reality is that she also has another circle. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So then I feel as though, like, a lot of the times that's why they think it's safe to have unprotected sex.
Right.
With, you know, whoever. You're right.
No, we need to get this shit under control, though, honestly, because, I mean, South Florida is, I mean, we might think it's big, but for it to be that concentrated in such a small area, that's something we really need to put in perspective, honestly. Now, here's a topic that anybody else want to chime in? I know some people don't want to be on the camera, but you can still chime in. We can hear you in the background. Anybody?
I think if somebody dies, like, somebody's going to have to literally be a martyr for South Florida dancehall in order for people to start using condoms and stuff. Because they always have these little arguments, oh, this got to me, oh, this person got gonorrhea.
Right.
But because they know that those things are treatable, then everybody treats it so lightly.
Right.
But they're not thinking, like, what if?
Exactly. That's the thing. I don't think really people are really putting in perspective. If you can catch that, you can catch the other stuff too. Like, seriously. Oh my gosh. Well, anywho, hopefully us bringing that to awareness and kind of putting it in perspective kind of opens people's eyes. Like, guys, 1 in 4 people. That's like every eye you turn, somebody got something. You got to be kind of aware of that and keep that mindful. Listen, now I want to go on this topic. It's a sensitive one. We're talking about island people and Caribbean people. You know how that goes. So the argument, everybody who saw my flyer, the only thing they saw was the very bottom. The very bottom, which said, why men basically have a problem with admitting to eating pum pum. Now, it's not all men now. It's just men from the islands. Now, let me tell you what my philosophy is. I thought about this long and hard. The problem is, listen up. And I'm telling you, this is what it is, because I've heard them say it. Men are scared that you labamouth women are going to talk. And because it's always been a stigma, the first thing you start saying when y'all fall out, suck pussy boy, that's the first thing you start saying.
Well, we're going to say that regardless.
I mean, but why y'all say that and y'all make it a bad thing, but you still want them to eat your pussy? I don't understand how that works. How does that work? I'm telling you, if you guys stop doing that, they will be a little more open to do it. Because honestly, I feel 99.9999999% of men eat pum pum. Either they've tried it and maybe not into it, they do it just because their girl like it, or they're monsters at it. You're in one of those categories, right? You fall in one of them. And listen, don't tell me you haven't tried it, because if you stuck your finger in the pum pum and you touch on her titties and you lick on her breast, guess what? Bring up yourself, Sexy Red, because you call it seasoned breast. Seasoned breast. You had seasoned breast. So, hey, guess what? If you had seasoned breast, you know what the taste tastes like. It's not that bad. It's 2018. Everybody's doing it. It's not that big of a damn deal. I mean, nowadays you got girls posting on Facebook how much they enjoy sucking dick. What is the problem? What is the problem? So tell me, anybody with seasoned breast. Seasoned breast. Seasoned breast. So I got that definition on Sunday. Seasoned breast is when a man fills up a woman's vagina, fills up on her breast, and after that, licks on her breast.
Not necessarily just right away.
Not necessarily right away. Sometime during that session, So that means you've tasted in some way, shape, or form. So my question is, what is so wrong with admitting that you eat pom pom? What is the problem?
Here's the problem.
What's the problem? I know you're gonna tell me the problem, Pepper. What's the problem?
I think I have like a couple theories. One of them is the whole dominant submission thing. I feel as though a lot of men don't want to literally bow down.
You think so?
I think it has a lot to do with it. So it's the same thing with getting your ass ate, but that's a whole other. Then my other theory is that the same thing like the season breast. They feel as though if they eat pussy, they suck dick. Because remember, unless she's a virgin, somebody fucks her.
Right.
So if they eat her pussy, then they're essentially sucking dick. But I feel as though it's stupid because most of these niggas kiss their girlfriends or kiss the girl that they fucking with.
Exactly.
And she sucks their dick.
True.
And your dick has been in pussy. So.
You said now to what? Yeah, you just kissing dick. Exactly. I like her. Now, I see you over here scooting the corner. I don't know if you think you're going to get away. You came here, so you got to talk. No, you can't blend in with the wall. As a man, an island man, tell me, why do you feel it is a problem with men admitting that they eat pom pom? You didn't know what you were coming into getting into? This is going down in history. Come on. Tell me. I mean, it's 2018. There's no friggin', let's keep it real. I'm pretty sure you got a woman, and I'm pretty sure you eat her pom pom. Let's be real. I'm pretty sure you do. Okay, well, maybe, listen. Here's the thing. Hold on. Whether you do is a form of disrespect. That's interesting. Tell me why you say it's a form of disrespect. I never heard that before.
Oh, that's why you could.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said. That's exactly what I said. I agree 150 billion% on that. I think that's why 99% of island men won't admit to it because of that thing. The girl, what the girls them do.
I know Jamaican niggas that eat your pussy while you sleep. Seriously. Like,
No,
they wake you up. What the fuck? But they will never do when you're awake. I even had an ex that used to eat my pussy in the dark. Like, so my pitch black. Close your eyes. Get
so
some shit. He literally just, wait a minute, I'm not going to take shit. But it's not happening. And we're not going to discuss it.
Right.
You can't say, you remember you eat my box the other night?
You so
it's not
dumb.
happening.
No, you're not going to have a conversation about
It
it.
never happened.
And it's true. Tease, big up yourself. She said the same reason why 10 years ago Caribbean women wouldn't admit to sucking dick. It was a stigma then, but it's no longer a stigma now. So what's the problem? Why do you feel that men won't admit it? Anybody want to give me their thoughts? I know y'all over here smiling. Tell me, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Why do you think they don't admit it?
I'm not really sure why they don't admit it.
You're like, it's whatever.
It's whatever to me.
I feel you.
It's a form of pleasure.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Nobody's saying you walk around and eat everybody.
like I'm saying, like, yeah, if we don't go around just eating pussy and sucking dick.
Right.
But if you do find your one, you feel me? Then
Right.
You suck that dick and you eat their pussy.
That's right. Because if you're not doing it, somebody else gonna do it. I mean, seriously, let's keep it real.
You're not doing what they want, and, so.
And I think a majority of women and men enjoy that as pleasure. Majority. No, you didn't mention that to me before. Star, you quiet. And you're not normally quiet.
She always on you on Facebook. Tell them how you feel tonight.
Star, tell me.
She feels Facebook.
I'm warming up.
You're warming up
Yeah.
to what? No, tell me, why do you think island men don't admit to it? Because we were talking about it earlier.
Listen, I feel like island men, 90% of them is just very ignorant. Ignorant and dark and then poo-poo to everything. So, it's like they so thin-skinned, you can't say certain things.
True.
They take it as a disrespect. And then you have these women out here, like you said, can't keep their mouth shut.
Right.
So even if a man want to do certain thing with you, like, he don't want to be disrespected in the street because of their ego.
Right. I
But I
agree.
can find 1,000 better ways to disrespect them. Eat pussy.
It's either you can never tell an island man. It's like you can never tell an island man like try to style him like such pussy boy and stuff, or tell him about his mom. Those are two things they don't play with.
Right.
So I just feel like that's just it. They don't want to be disrespected and feel belittled. But a lot of them just real ignorant. It's
I agree.
natural.
It is
In love,
natural.
when two people come together and do whatever the fuck just feel like
That's what I agree. I mean, if you're in a relationship, the whole purpose is you guys would please each other. I mean, by any means not by any means necessary, but pretty much by any means necessary. You feel me? Like, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. Now, Gaddafi says, how many women are proud to say they give head? How many women here are proud?
I suck dick, I lay balls, I drink baby.
Wait, fast.
I have no shame in that. I thought she told me very long. There's no shame.
I'm done. Who did that come? Who's like,
I put a smile on my face. My mom was talking to me.
She like, let me sip this wine.
I'm about to leave with a big ass smile.
Oh my God. Anybody else want to take into it? I mean, you can just say, I do. She's a dick sucker over there to the east. That's what's up. To the east, all the dick suckers are over to the east. Say, oh. I mean, I think everybody pretty much suck dick.
all I'm gonna say is it's just not for everybody. Like I don't get no more concept. Like I've tried it, it's not for me. I don't like feeling nothing in the back of my
Okay.
Like it's very uncomfortable. So like
you just gotta master it.
I don't even care about the licking and the sticking and the sucking. Just give me a nice, fat, big, juicy, real dick.
Sorry, you something.
No, she didn't say she didn't. She said she just don't like doing it.
I don't care about that part of it.
No, you don't have to care about
it.
it.
I don't like it. But that's it. And then half of these men can't even do it back to you right. So
I agree. Most of I think that stigma is kind of like ridiculous, like overly emphasized within the Caribbean community. And guys, listen, we promise not to say suck pussy boy. We promise. We promise when we get upset not to say that. So don't act like that. I mean, I don't understand what's so hard with admitting it. Anywho, I'll leave that alone. Let me show you this poor man's face. He's like, what the hell did I come here and get myself into? All right, let me switch gears. So I've talked about side women versus wifey and how that goes, right? Now, my thing is, this is 2018. Majority of women and men, it seems like there's some type of something going on. Do you feel, because what I'm noticing is the side women are getting like overly bold. Yeah, like real, this is my shit, like wifey scoot to the side. I feel like side women supposed to have rules and guidelines. I don't feel like you're supposed to be able to disrespect the wifey. I'm from the old school. I mean, if you're going to have your chick on the side, okay. You know, but don't make that bitch disrespect me. That's how I feel. Like that's. You said what now? No, but here's the thing. You say no rules. That's interesting though. But what if he say?
He said he love you, bitch. I don't love you.
Oh. You know what? I need you to elaborate on that because to me, I'm thinking to myself, if he comes to me and say, I'm married, you know, I've been with my wife for 15 years. I see you. I've never stepped out of my relationship. There's something in you that blah, 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 blah. And y'all build a friendship, y'all end up screwing or whatever. And he tells you all of this, and this is just, do you feel like this is takeover time when he came to me?
No.
Okay,
well,
so.
I'm just saying ain't no rules. Like, I ain't going to go out my way to disrespect her.
Right.
I really don't care for her, so.
You don't care for her at all.
I can't. I obviously can't. Like, Miss, let her speak.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is my theory on that. You see, these niggas, they come and they pillow talk. Oh, I'm sick of this bitch. So I don't want to go on chat.
That's true. That's true.
So by the time a bitch see you on the road, she hates you for this nigga.
Right? That's true.
Like, you
That's
hate
true.
you for this nigga.
That's true. That's
And
very
so
true.
That's why that girl feels like she disrespect you. You can hate the girl all you want. Like, I'm gonna hate you for being dumb, but I will never really give you all of my energy.
Right.
Because it's obvious something has to be said to you somebody has to give you a cake.
Right,
I
right.
didn't give you no cake. He gave you that cake.
Yeah, that's true. What is
That's
that?
you already picking up too much on your head.
No, but women
I'm
tend
no
to do that
side
though.
bitch. I don't care about no stress you got going on. This is why we having fun, because we have no stress together.
Right.
All that responsibility, you got to worry about the bills, the mortgage over there, whatever you helping me with. We're not committed, so I might have somebody else. You're not my man. I'm the side bitch.
Right.
Him and his wife, they deal with that.
Right.
That's the stress free. That's the fun right there. I ain't putting all that shit on my head. Why am I going?
Come on. Just come
Just
on.
like he got you, he got another one. Right.
Don't go over there. Come intermingle in here. Don't. I know you're not acting shy. I know you're not acting shy. Big of yourself, Kitty. I appreciate you coming. Don't hide, Paris. Bring your ass over here, Miss Paris. Don't hide, Fab. Bring your ass over here. Don't act random. I appreciate you, ladies, for coming. We're in the midst. We just actually finished talking about why we felt like island men are afraid to admit that they eat pom pom. Can you what? Help go over to the bar. Yes, go ahead. Now, you ladies, Kitty, let me ask you, because you just walked in before we change gears. Why do you think they are afraid to admit to it?
I don't even know. So they do it a lot. They stupid.
You said because they do it a lot?
To everybody.
To everybody.
One girl.
To everybody.
To each and every one of them one girls.
To each and everybody. Okay. I mean, I guess if you was doing it to everybody, you'd be ashamed too. And we just also finished talking about side women and wifey and why side women feel so entitled to sometimes disrespect the right wifey. Poochie was saying there's no rules. She don't care about her. You say you always got disrespected by the wife? So they came looking for you, never went looking for anybody. Well, I mean, did you have some guidelines and some rules as to, I know I'm, on the side, I just kind of keep it. Oh, Lord have mercy. I like your honesty, though. I like your honesty. You ladies over there quiet. You ladies over there quiet. Now,
Reality TV has open side chicks.
Right.
Now they think it's like a viable job option. Now they think it's something that's like, oh, I can do this and I have this ass and I can, you know what I mean?
I love that. You know what? Do you say you don't want to be in the conversation? Oh yeah. Come on, don't be shy. We trying to talk and have a good time. All right. Now, let me ask you guys something. Do you feel in a relationship you should be able to please your man in every way that he asks, including threesomes?
If you want to, if you want to be right, if you want to, and you want to.
Well, I mean, if both of y'all want it, it's a whole nother ball game. But what if you're not into that and that's something he wants? She's shaking her head. No. Tell me why.
I want to comment on the side chick conversation.
Oh, you want? Okay, go ahead. So let's go back to the side chick. Are you the wifey or have you been the side chick?
Well, mainly I dated people that's been married.
Right.
Like usually the guys they lie, like they lie, like
Right.
You don't be on your side to the point that like you probably confront the wife.
Right.
Even then the wife found out and the guy still want to be with you, want to have kids with you, and it's usually up to the side chick to like to get away from you.
Right.
The guy that's gonna keep pursuing, they're gonna treat you the same way. They're gonna pay your bills. They're gonna take you out and do the exact same thing. So, but I think a lot of women they're mad at each other. They should be mad at you.
I agree. I agree. Ladies, wise up. Check these dudes and stop playing yourselves. They telling both of y'all lies. And y'all believing that bullshit when y'all in them sheets and he's telling you all them sweet things in your ear and he forget the next day what he said. Yeah, all that was fake.
Recently I got with a friend because she always been like she go online and she defend like situations where like always defending the wife and the girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but you're the side chick right now. Like
Right.
online, you defend like, oh yeah, the wives and the girlfriend.
Right.
Your boyfriend has a wife, so like, which side are you on?
Exactly.
We actually fell out as a friend, like, cause like I'm like, which side are you on?
Yeah.
We fell out because of that.
I mean, that's a hypocrite if you ask me.
Exactly. I said the same thing, but we actually fell out because of that, and I don't talk to her no more.
All right, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Shit. That's what's up. Okay, so let's switch gears now. We were talking about pleasing your mate, including threesomes. T, speak up yourself. T says threesomes are required in a relationship. One of my viewers, she said threesomes. Don't hide. Threesomes are required in a relationship. So do you feel like, okay, let me rewind. Do you feel like in a relationship you are supposed to provide or give your man what he wants, including threesomes? Let me go, because you were shaking your head hard the last time. What are your thoughts on that?
It's difficult. Like, he gotta earn it. Like,
okay.
It's like, oh yeah, you my man, we gonna do this. But like, if you respect me, you wanna go have fun, yeah, but like, not just because we together, no.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You can earn it with her. What'd you say, Poochie? What'd you say? Earn it.
That's y'all, earn it.
Fat, I'm scared about what you about to say.
I do what I want to do. I'm always the boss. And so if the thing about it is with me, it's a funny situation because there's really nothing that I will not do at least once. So, threesomes inclusive. I just like, from my past experiences, I have more guidelines now as to how I would pursue a threesome.
There's a lot of background. Please. Go ahead.
Because before, I've had threesomes and stuff, and I used it to like catch the nigga I was dealing with at the time and cheating. So I started fucking with it. Like, I was like, oh, let's have a threesome with this bitch. And let me see if you go, fuck her and how she sucked the dick. See if she been there before.
Right.
So now, like, I probably go out of town, something different, but I'm not a prude at least.
Young boss.
Well,
Are threesomes something that you would require in a relationship?
yes.
Why we always have to please the man? Why we can't have to please him with 2 men and 1 woman?
Yeah. I was coming to that. Wait, she said, why can't she said that's glory. Let me repeat that. She said, why can't we please ourselves? Why can't it be 2 men and just 1 woman? Fat said that's a trade. She said that's glory. What's it?
No, listen.
You said trade is something that you drive.
No, because I've done something similar involving a toy and a man and myself. But here's the thing: in a threesome with 2 girls, and one man, the girls normally engage as well.
Right.
You mean to tell me you want 2 big old strong ass men kissing on each other over you?
Hold on. Let's hear what she gotta say. Hold on.
Heterosexual men pleasing me. They not kissing each other. They take
But I don't think that's true. I think that's
So hold on. I want to make sure we hear everybody. Hold on. Go ahead, Sam. Let me hear your point.
When you're with 1 man, you suck dick. That's 1 hole, right? When you're with 1 man, you fuck your pussy. So now you have 1 in your mouth and 1 in your mouth.
That's a threesome. Fat. No. Wait. Star, your thoughts.
I'm sorry, I got lost.
Wait, Star, like she said, hold on, let me picture that for a second.
Yeah, I really was.
I've seen it.
Right.
I can say have fun and do whatever you want to do. If you want to give your man 3-some heads, 4-some, a orgy, whatever, have fun.
Yeah, I'm into
your
it.
life. No, people just need to lighten up.
You said lighten up.
Yeah, it's not about, I'm
Well, I couldn't see you. I heard you back there.
I was doing it because I have to please you.
Right.
No, like we both want to please each other.
Right.
And if a woman really tell her man she's gonna do that, I feel like the woman already always had a little thing in the back of her head towards another female. That not, so if you're willing to get with this, have fun.
T says there's rules that all parties must agree on before you have a threesome. If you go and do it without serious conversation, it will ruin relationships. I agree. What do you think about threesomes in relationships?
Yeah, I like to fuck bitches on my own time.
If he decided to fuck the bitches, make sure when we out together, make sure the bitches respect you.
Oh my God. It's so simple. MF, talk to me. What you say? Threesomes in relationships?
I just feel like relationships is something that's supposed to be open.
Hold on, let me hear him. Hold on, let me hear him.
Yeah, so relationships is something that's supposed to be open.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I can't hear him.
They can, if they don't, they don't. But relationships are really supposed to be as open. There's not supposed to be any compromise in the relationship.
Right.
So, like, if whatever, I feel like they should be, two parties should be able to do whatever and work whatever out that fulfills both of them.
Okay. Okay.
It shouldn't be one-sided.
Nico, how you feel about threesomes in relationships? I can't believe I'm asking my nephew this shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll pass on that. I'll pass on that one. Listen, okay. Let's kind of bring it back together now. We noticed. I read something recently. The increase of let's see, how do I put this? I had a conversation with somebody today, and we were talking about the increase of gay and lesbian and things on television. And one of the things that I said that I wanted to do is be able to have a conversation with your kid about that. How do you have a conversation? I mean, we already got to talk about sex, right? With your child. You already got to introduce them to the birds and the bees. Now we have this new thing. I wouldn't call it new, but it's more prominent that is out there. Do you guys, or has anybody had to, or you just let them see it and kind of like under the rug? Like, you ever talk about it? So,
no, my son knows.
Yeah. So, I mean, have you had a conversation of it, or he just knows?
He knows. He better know. Anything I see look girly or gay, don't fuck with it. It ain't for you. None of that shit.
Right.
So it's just like one of them things. Just don't ask no. Just know that shit, that feminine shit. No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Okay.
need to tell them how details they want to. I don't just know.
Right. What you say, Fefe?
Yeah, with me, my son, I've never really had that conversation.
He's still young, though.
Yeah, he's 7.
Yeah.
He's young. But my intention is that, as I told my friends, we talk about this all the time, like, as a single mother and his dad is a Trini, I tend to, like, not super feminize in front of my son myself.
Right.
Like, I don't want him to relate to me or feel like he relates to me on certain levels and then he try to get on my level with no makeup and shit. Like, I want, if you decide that you feel like you gay, God forbid, knock on wood, then I feel as though that's going to be something that's very much deeply embedded in you. But really and truly, I'm going to try to show him healthy heterosexual. Actually, I go out of my way to control everything this little boy.
Right.
To the point that I know he doesn't have a man in the house. I don't really let him go see waste men on the street.
Right.
Shit like that, because I want him to look on TV and see Huxtable and whoever and feel like that's normal for
Right.
And that's the same thing with what I try to condition him with as far as the sexuality. Now, as I said, when he get older, God forbid, he decides that he likes boys or whatever, then, we cross that bridge.
Right.
Right now, I'm doing the opposite of what the media is doing, and I am brainwashing him heterosexual.
Right. I feel you.
Okay, I got something to say. Like, I heard my son like Odell Beckham.
Okay.
Then I found out about the whole him being gay.
Right.
I never said it to my son.
Mm.
But they on social, they go on YouTube, Facebook, all that shit. So the other day I said something to him about Odell Beckham. He was like, "No, that nigga gay."
Really?
Like, where'd you get that shit? YouTube.
That's what's up. Okay.
So
listen.
you don't know.
Wow.
So he done turned
his mind off of that without me telling him because I was like, I don't really want to tell him because I know how much he was like, oh, they're affecting me.
Right.
Well, he found out for himself that it was fuck go down.
Wow. She says, my 10-year-old knows it all. From the time he started asking questions at 7 years old, I tell him what's age appropriate. I lost my virginity at 7 years old. So children should know. Interesting. Someone else says, you have to let your kids be them and accept them as they are. This is why it's important to have a great relationship with your kids. They should not be afraid to tell you anything and shouldn't have, shouldn't have to hide. I agree. I do have an open dialogue with my boys. I want them to feel well comfortable to talk to me about anything. So I leave them. Yes, I do that too.
What's her name?
Yeah, that's what's up. Keep that open dialogue with them, for real. I think
about my son was gay. Like I really hope that my son won't be gay. But if he is gay, it might take me a while to accept it. To be honest. Like,
right. I think it'd be hard for any parent to just kind of.
But at the same time, right? That's exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna condition you to do anything beyond what is natural.
Right.
Because it's like a lock and key to put you in the.
Do you feel like visual influences may play a role, like seeing it often, seeing it around, and you think? Because I saw a video circulating today with this little boy talking. He's in Jamaica, and he's talking about and he's like flaring when he's talking, and oh, dirty girl, and diddy. And I said, yes, that's how he's talking, and they're just laughing. They're videoing and just laughing. So I know. I mean, I'm social media, the surroundings, people, all play a role.
You heard about the 9-year-old kid who committed suicide that he came out being gay and like 9-year-old.
9-year-old. 9-year-old. That was recently?
I think I saw that.
This week? I didn't see that. Where was that?
It's some state of America. It's crazy. It just ran pop back in my head. 9 years old decided to come out being gay in school, picked out the first week of school, and his mom was like, I don't know what to do, and he killed himself.
Oh, man.
What you thought being understanding gay?
Right.
That's my big problem.
Right. That's crazy.
Some of them,
Yeah, I'm going to look it up.
they know that they want to be around boys more.
Right.
No, but I don't know.
Right.
But this is what I'm just come out feminine.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, like, you see, at that age, I feel as though that from a psychology and psychiatry perspective has a lot to do with gender identity and less to do with homosexuality.
Right.
Because to me, a homosexual is a man who likes men. Like, he identifies as male. He feels like he's a male. He acts like a male, like a traditional male by society standards.
Right.
And he likes men who do the same.
Right.
When you find somebody that is mad flamboyant, ultra feminine, especially at 9 years old, then there's clearly something wrong with, not wrong, let me not say something wrong. I want to be politically correct.
Right.
The person is identifying with the opposite, with the
other
sex
side,
that
right.
Physically, on the outside they may be, but hormonally, there may be something within, because men are 10s and women are 1s. And if you lean more on a 1, that makes you a woman. If you lean more on a 10, that makes you a 9. And some of us, there's like a 4 to 6 with some hermaphroditism. And, big up yourself, kitty. And those before that, you're like, those from 1 to 4.
Right.
Like, you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
If I find a 9-year-old boy who's like sashaying and shit, my first thing, if my son starts doing that, God forbid, I cannot do it, I would take him to a psychologist. But we need to figure out where his mind is. And then after that, we need to go figure out like what his hormones are saying. Because he can look male on the outside, but essentially be have some female shit.
Right.
Some female hormones, some estrogen, whatever on the inside.
Right. Caribbean parents are shy to talk about certain things off their own views. I agree. That is a stigma with Caribbean parents. They rather sweep it under the rug than bring it up and call, let's discuss it, talk about it. That's just across the board. Yeah, it's just there's no reason. Kimberly says, I totally agree. I just had this conversation with my 6-year-old niece over the summer. She felt very comfortable opening up to me about sex, and she can't talk to her mom, which is my little sister, because she's a hothead. It's important to listen to them and explain the situation to them. I agree. Ashanti said there's too much influence in today's society. I agree. Gaddafi says, what are your thoughts of the schools pushing homosexuality on the children nowadays? That is kind of why I brought this up, because if I'm not mistaken, the sex class that they teach in school does include, of course, like some lifestyle course of some sort that would include, you know, homosexual and stuff. So that is why I brought this up, because it's the inevitable.
But will you allow this society that is responsible for chemtrails? This is my little conspiracy theory.
Right.
Responsible for chemtrails, responsible for showing your child homosexuality on the TV, showing them things, topics that you yourself as a parent, I feel like that's why you're a parent. You are the groomer. You're the person that's nurturing this being.
Right.
I would not want my son's school. I don't mind you teaching him some like black and white science type shit. This is herpes. This is gonorrhea.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
The social aspects of it do not come and expose my child.
I agree.
So no kind of homosexuality. This is what you feel on it.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
No, don't make them
That's me.
Don't make them want to go.
I agree.
I got this. But the rest of the other shit, you feel me?
Right. I agree.
Like we can do the black and white science shit.
Yeah.
But don't. Yeah. That's the one thing I'll be pro church food for.
Okay.
Because they stay away from those stuff.
Listen, yes, I do YouTube, even Disney Channel. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot of.
No, but listen, let me tell you how far back life there was this hidden agenda with exposing the population, the general population to homosexuality. Ernie and Bert.
What?
These two grown-ass men living together.
I never liked that.
You know how many times you
They were cousins.
No, they weren't.
They were cousins.
When lightning struck, Ernie ran on the burnt sheet so fast. Listen to me. I don't care. You've never seen. And on top of that, besides Zoe that they introduced in the late 2000s, there's no sexualism in. It's the sex with you. I don't know. Big words for male or female.
Right.
He got eyeshadow on Long Island.
This don't come on in my house. Dora can't
Step
come
up
on.
to
She
it. Long Island, but he's supposed to be male.
explore.
Like there's no gender.
Well, I mean,
Tell you.
anywho, listen. Here's the thing. We have a society where we have a lot of things that are being put in the forefront, whether it's, you know, sex, drugs, I mean, the music. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. But here's what we, bottom line of it. There's a lot of things going on out there. Number one, let's get the STD thing. Just wear protection. We're not telling you not to have sex. Just wear protection. You know what I mean? Florida's getting real bad. Just wear protection. You know, as far as side gal and wife, side women, leave them alone. Just go over there. Just you take out one thing and go with the business. You know, whatever. Don't try to. I know you. Listen,
I ain't never know about
I'm sick of these niggas acting like they in a full-blown fucking relationship.
They do act that way, but you're supposed to know that by now, though.
You know,
You're supposed to know that by now.
Oh, we need a place.
I wasn't nobody.
Oh, I need a place to stay.
Oh,
You say you were the
I
best.
was like, child support. Child support is the number one.
But no.
I refuse to be anybody's type because you're just gonna end up attached and hurt.
Listen, it's 1:06. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is the Proper Lake. I have a surprise for you. So we are here at Prestige Lounge 3565 Northwest 60th Street. As you can see, it's a beautiful venue. This is the owner, Alan. Okay, where? Okay. And I'm going to take you guys. This is a 2-story building. I'm going to take you guys downstairs in a moment. And your name? Jolie. Jolie, big up yourself. In the middle of her eating, said she's gonna do a little something. That's what he said.
Well, later.
Oh, later. Oh, okay. Alan, you gonna take me? You gonna take me downstairs? I gotta go by myself. Come on, by myself. Okay, y'all watch the screen. I'm gonna go downstairs. Vibes Cartel is not downstairs. Prestige. All right, so as I mentioned to you guys, this is a 2-story building. Upstairs is a regular club. He owns the Black-owned Swingers Club. All right. Sorry. Can you guys let me know if you can see me? Let me know if you can see me. Sorry about that. My internet. All right. You guys ready? Okay, so I'm going to take you guys downstairs. This is an exclusive view of the downstairs area of Prestige Lounge, a Black-owned swingers club, 3565 Northwest 60th Street, Miami, Florida. Again, Friday nights they have, let me tell you again, Friday nights they have Adult Talk Fridays, and Saturdays they have Sinful Saturdays. Let's go back here. You ready? So here's a door. So when you enter, you have your robes, bathrooms. Yes, this is a swingers club. Walking down the hall, we have rooms. You got a swing. As you can see, you walk from one room to another. It's all open. You have, as you can see, no photos are allowed beyond this point. Locker room. Taking it a little further. Here's another room with a massage table. Here is another room. As you can see, the place is huge. This is what they call the orgy room. So this room it's a big room. This is an interesting device here. I know it's kind of dark, but you can get the drift. It is remote control. All right. And then you have, let's see. This is what they call the BDSM room. So you have some tie up. I guess that's what you do right here. Whips and all that good stuff. A chair with a hole in it. Candles, ropes. Oh, yeah. So, open your eyes, Shirley. See? All right, so this club is quite versatile, not just regular events. As you can see, All type of things can go on in here, so. If you're interested, 3565 Northwest 60th Street. The membership is reasonable. Check them out. That's what's up. Listen. Hold on, let me show you the paper. Let me see. Here it is. Couples $40, single men $65, single ladies $10. Couples 40, single men $65, single ladies $10. All right. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to the Proper Link Up. A little something different this week. I'll be back home at my shop next Thursday. Thank you, everybody, for staying tuned in. I really appreciate you staying up with me. And big up, everybody. I really appreciate it. GMB, upper level. After this, you know it's Hype Thursdays every Thursday. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Have a good night.